Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of beautiful Trout Lake, we have been serving delicious food and stunning views since 1999. Indulge in one of our delicious menu items or simply sit with a cocktail in hand and watch the beauty of Trout Lake before your eyes. Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
Hey there, I'm Mike the Financial Advisor. When you strip it down to its core and you take away all the industry jargon, I help people solve financial concerns. So if you're concerned that you'll never save enough to retire comfortably, or that your kid is going to graduate post-secondary $40,000 in debt, or maybe even that life is going to take a really unfortunate sideways turn and somebody is going to have to open a GoFundMe page for you and your family, I can help you prevent all of those things from happening. If you want to see how, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just do a search for Mike the Financial Advisor. You should find me.
You rely on your vehicle to take you to the places that matter most to you. So bring your vehicle to the team you can rely on to keep it running at its best. Dave's Automotive Services. Whether you're getting your car or truck ready for the season with a tire change, making sure you're safe on the road with an inspection and certification, or doing your due diligence to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape with regular maintenance, Dave's Automotive Services has you covered. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect when you bring your car or truck to Dave's Automotive Services at 411 Airport Road. Call 705-478-5544 and book your appointment today.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome inside the Powassan Sportsplex for a Friday evening tilt between your Powassan Voodoos and the French River Rapids. I'm Courtney Kenny, pleased to be joined alongside Harrison Clements here for another action-packed Powassan Voodoo game. Unfortunately, Harrison, the Voodoos in a bit of a slump here, going 0-3-1 over their past couple of games, and we were on hand for the most recent one against the Sudbury Cubs.
Unfortunately, we were. Not a lot clicking there for the Voodoos in the last tilts against the Cubs. We had a strong second period. They came back, answered 2, tied it up, and then the Cubs, at the very end of the third period, managed to get one with just a few seconds remaining, and they just steamrolled the rest of the game. It didn't look like anything was going the Voodoos' way. They couldn't get anything going on the power play. Hopefully a better turn of fate tonight for the guys in green.
Hopefully, indeed. Hopefully they're able to follow the other guys in green locally, as the North Bay Battalion took care of business last night against the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds, which is always good to see, especially against a tough team like the Greyhounds. But we're focusing on the here and now, and that's the Powassan Voodoos and French River Rapids. The last time these two teams met was in French River, and French River took the victory, unfortunately, in a shootout in a game ironically started by Mike McIver, who was the battalion goaltender last night, and also our North Bay Sturgeon Falls McDonald's player of the game. It happens every time. Every time, and I love it when it's live. Anyways, he was our North Bay Sturgeon Falls McDonald's player of the game yesterday. So he held the fort down for the North Bay Battalion. He becomes the first goaltender in battalion history to get a victory with both the Voodoos and the battalion in the same season. So good on you, Mike McIver. Cash money, as they call him.
Cash money, cha-ching, looked right in the pocket, money in the bank for sure. And going into this one, well, a lot to prove from both teams. French River having a bit of a rough season, but a good little stretch here where they've been fighting a little bit above their weight. Voodoos looking for redemption, and there's a couple of players that are going to help them do so. We'll get into our players to watch right after this.
Players to Watch is brought to you by Mike the Financial Advisor. If you have financial questions, he has financial answers. On Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Mike the FA.
And as Harrison mentioned, our players to watch tonight, well, let's talk about the French River Rapids first off. We've got Kai Clayton, who comes in as the second highest point getter on the Rapids. He's got 16 points in 19 games, 6 goals and 10 assists, and he has been noticeable every single time that the Voodoos have played the Rapids.
Not any insane numbers, but doing really solid on the score sheet, making his presence known, and definitely being a factor. The top end on the point side of things isn't very varied for the French River Rapids, but a guy like Kai Clayton makes himself known each and every single game.
And on the other side, our player to watch for the Powassan Voodoos is tied for the lead in points. It's not Chase Thompson, who has 20. It's Wraith Smith, the 16-year-old, coming in, also North Bay Battalion prospect. So far, he has 10 goals and 10 assists, and he has been hot as of late.
just looks like an absolute beast on the ice. His skating speed is incredible. The shot he has, his passing vision, he's the complete package, and you absolutely see why the battalion took an interest in him. Wraith Smith looking incredible, and hopefully he can get the Voodoos on the scoreboard tonight here as well.
Yeah, the relationship between the Voodoos and the battalion are very much on display as of late. As we mentioned just now, Wraith Smith. We also talked about Mike McIver. We also have Caleb Dawson, who was a U18 pick. Carson Ricci was a pick by the battalion a couple of years ago. And, the players are proving that. I mean, Mike McIver's was kind of an injury reason, but it's just proving that if you play well, you're going to be noticed by a team. You're going to get some game time with the OHL club.
And there's a reason why so many players decide to come to Powassan in the NOJHL. You may think of the OJ, you may think of other leagues more down south as prestigious, but the quality of the program that they have here in Powassan is something to be commended, and that's a big reason why high-quality players are being picked up by OHL teams from here.
The only time that the Powassan Voodoos have finished the season below 500 was their very first season in the NOJHL, way back in 2014-15, and that was a pretty long time ago. The North Bay Battalion were only 1 year in North Bay, so that's 9 years ago, right? So the Powassan Voodoos are always a consistently good team, and of course with head coach Peter Goulet, one of the most respected voices in the league as well and around hockey in general. It's just a big thing whenever a player. That's one of the things whenever the players come on the podcast, they always mention Peter Goulet. Peter Goulet is one of the main reasons why they came to Powassan, because of his connections and how he can help propel you to the next level of hockey.
100%. And somebody who's hit that next level is Alex Little, who became the franchise point leader for defensemen, passing Cameron Moore's 92-point total that he held since 2019 in the last game against the Sudbury Cubs. Alex Little has been one heck of a factor for the Voodoos, and hopefully he can help them here tonight as well. We'll
have to see for sure. And of course, coming into this game, the Voodoos are 2-0 at home versus the Rabbits this year. But as mentioned, they lost 5-4 in a Halloween fright on October 28th, of course, by the Voodoos. But with that being said, we'll take a moment of silence here in honor of Remembrance Day and all the veterans who fought for Canada, and then it'll be the national anthems after this on the Frontline.
Thank you. We ask you to remain standing and join Tim Scarrow for the singing of the American and Canadian national anthems.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot birth in our ice and snowman, car ton meurt s'est porté l'épée, il s'est porté la croix, ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land, glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on
And welcome back to the Powassan Sportsplex, as we'll have to keep an eye on things as Dominic Bisdill just left the ice, and we were told coming into the game that suspensions will impact both teams, as Matt McMillan for the Voodoos is sitting out a one-game suspension for abuse of an official, while Dominic Bisdill was supposed to be out due to accumulation of head contact penalties. Bisdill had a 3-point performance in the shootout winner for the Rapids on October 28th when the Rapids beat the Voodoos, and he was also set to represent the Rapids at the Eastern Canada Challenge Cup, which takes place next week in Trenton. The Voodoos have a whack ton of players going for that game as well, but we'll have to keep an eye out Dominic Bisdill, see if he comes out on the ice, and we'll have to see what goes on here as we're about to get underway, Harrison, for some more Powassan Voodoos action at the Powassan Sportsplex.
An exciting Friday night here, Courtney. Lots to look forward to. High caliber team here in the Voodoos, a team looking to earn their keep in the French River Rapids, and anything can happen in this one. As we said, their last matchup was a tense one, and it's going to be just as intense here tonight.
Face-off one, but the Voodoos get to it as the puck comes in quickly from Darby McCarthy, Montana. That's where he hails from, as the Voodoos are into the Rapids zone quickly. The Rapids in the road whites are going left to right to start the first. The Voodoos in their home greens are going right to left as they counter. And now the puck is just stuck down in the far side corner right now, starting off the period. McCarthy comes away with it, flips it back to the point. Case keeps it in, although the linesman says offside, and Turner kept chasing it, and he does touch the puck. So we'll get a stoppage here. Our first stoppage coming 31 seconds into the game on an offside call.
Voodoos immediately trying to put on some pressure, getting the puck in deep, fighting along the boards, and just trying to get anything done there, but an absolute, necessary win in the neutral zone here for them.
Lemke dumps the puck down. He was taken out of the game really quickly due to a game misconduct against Sudbury on Wednesday, but he's back out there now. Rotundo, the former U16 AAA Trapper, dumping the puck back in. Lots of Trappers content in this game. Of course, the Voodoos no stranger to it, although Justin Russo will not be playing as he is injured along with Jaden Sturge and Miles Gordon, and Russo got hurt in the Sudbury game on Wednesday, but they do have Jesse Lefebvre on French River, and they also have Caleb Dawson out there for the Powassan Voodoos. Jesse Lefebvre, Justin Russo, and Caleb Dawson laid up one of the most dangerous lines last year in the Great North U18 League on a championship caliber team, a championship winning team. Melsness tries to dump the puck down into Voodoos territory, and it finally does get down there. Ricci tried to kick it out, but now he does pick up the loose puck before he's taken down by Melsness. He keeps the puck, and he passes it up somehow from his back, but the puck's still in Voodoos territory. For Wraith Smith with a nice move to gain some area here, and the puck knocked in on Dyer, the starting goaltender for the Rapids, and he just knocks that one away. We'll give you your starting goaltenders here after the next whistle, as we're almost 2 minutes into this one. Alex Little, the captain of your Voodoos, gets the puck to Thompson. Thompson, the former Rapid, flips the puck down the ice to Beatty, and Beatty just beats it back to the bench. Back out to the blue line, in deep for Thompson. Thompson looking for some options, tried to find McClellan, but the puck jumps over his stick all the way down into Voodoos territory. And then we had a foot race in which McClellan was getting beaten, but now Dawson out there. Dawson with the play, can't get the puck quite out. He does eventually. Smetham of the Owen variety tried to flip it back in. He finally gets to it. Now puck sent back down. Case going after it. Case on the far side, I should say, gets it to the near side, and the puck comes out through the neutral zone. Now Trill out, lost it. Dawson got to it. He scored the first goal of the season for the Voodoos, who was against these Rapids in the home opener way back in September when the weather wasn't so cool outside. Rapids on the counterattack. Flips the puck back in. That was Stringer. Case got to it, left it behind his net to Rockolo. Looks to be tested. He makes a big save early as the goaltender for the Voodoos with a big save, keeping it knotted, 0-0.
That's a mistake you don't want to make early on here. You want to keep the tone set in your favor. Smith had a good push up the ice, couple of moves. just couldn't quite connect on the opportunity. Then French River there takes the space behind the net, finds himself undefended, and DeRoccolo icing up here and keeps this a tie game at 0-0.
As we mentioned, our starting goaltenders coming into this one, Brady Dyer in 11 games, he has 1 win, 9 losses, a 674 goals against, and an 857 save percentage. So he's kind of lost the crease to Elijah Grant. We'll have to see if he makes an appearance in this one. Dan DeRoccolo, your starting goaltender now for the Powassan Voodoos, 8 wins, 5 losses in 16 games played, a 245 goals against average, and a 933 save percentage.
We've seen great things out of D-Rock all season. Hoping to keep things, and we have a penalty on the board against the Voodoos.
Yeah, we do. So the Voodoos, shorthanded. Puck flipped down to French River territory. Dyer out to stop it, leaves it behind his net. That's Clayton with the puck. Clayton flips the puck down the ice. Carr got to it, but a good stick by Ricci sends it right back down to Rapids territory for Clayton to chase after. Clayton from behind his own net. Down the ice to his teammate. It's flipped in. Patrick tries to get to it. However, that's Schollist who comes away with it. Gets it back to the point to Carr. Carr. Thought shot, but the side, he got it to Schollist. Now another chance by Carr, and a good block by Turner, and Turner's off to the races. Zach Turner in. Couldn't get a good grip on the puck, and his backhand chance is saved by Dyer. But the Voodoos with a glorious shorthanded opportunity here against the Rapids. We have a minute left on the man advantage. Now Melsness brings the puck in. Turner, or Shields rather, knocks him right to the ice. And the puck sent right back down the ice by the Voodoos. And now a whistle behind the play as a couple of Voodoos and Rapids were getting mixed up once again.
Looks like we'll have a brief period of 4-on-4 here.
Melsness going to the box, it looks like, as you mentioned. So 49 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey is upon us.
What a play by Turner there. Gets in front of a massive shot at the blue line, gets the deflection, gets a pseudo breakaway, and has a nice little shot on the backhand, but can't quite get the finish as 3 Rapids descend onto him. And the Voodoos doing a really good job of keeping the French River Rapids to the outside and keeping their shot percentages low quality. Right in the corner.
Another chance as it hits the behind the netting and goes out of play.
Minute 40 remaining.
It sounds like the Bizdil situation has been resolved, and he is indeed suspended for 1 game. So somebody trying to pull a fast one, it looks like.
Yeah. Not often you see player dress get on the ice then be told no. It's not a common occurrence.
No, not at all. Play back in, a quick shot by the Voodoos. Thompson was tied up, couldn't get another shot off. As now the puck to the near side. French River tries to come away with it, and they do. Behind their net. Another chance here. As French River goes down the ice, but stopped up by Smith. Gets the puck to Thompson, but Thompson blew a tire. And now the puck is free into Rapids territory. But the Rapids do pick it up. Smith had a nice little move. Could have got it to Thompson. Could have been a good chance. But unfortunately, Thompson just blew a tire. Hit there by Smith, but he got the worst of it. Ended up on the ice. The Rapids bench appreciated that. And now the puck once again into Voodoos territory. Case, as the Voodoos now on the power play for just over a minute. Thompson stopping up. Goes cross ice. Finds McCarthy. McCarthy stops up. Looks to Little. Little walks the line, goes cross ice, back to McCarthy. McCarthy has it with the shot. And that one just went over the glass, or over the net, I should say, onto the glass. Shields far side. Finds Lemke, back to Shields. Shields with the shot, that one missed wide. Puck comes back out to McCarthy at the point. In for Little. Little out front, tried to get a tip on it. Another chance, and that one's blocked by the Rapids and down the ice. DeRoccolo well out of his net to come out and play it. As it's sent back behind the net to Little. Less than a minute now on the man advantage, as once again our friend the stanchion here at the Powassan Sportsplex takes away how much time we can actually see on the power play. Lemke flips it around behind the net to Shields. Back out Lemke. Or rather McCarthy to Shields. Cross ice, was looking for Lemke. And a good pass pickoff there by the Rapids. And Jesse Lefebvre goes to the other way. Little beats him to the puck though. We're back to 5-on-5. And now Little with speed looks down the ice, was looking for Owen Smetham. And the puck was knocked away. Right back into Voodoos territory. Ricci will be the first one to that one. And now we'll have an icing call here against the Rapids, so an offensive zone draw for the Powassan Voodoos.
A bit of an improvement there for the Voodoos. Shortened power play. They had about a minute and change going on there. They were able to get set up, get a few shots off, but French River Rapids doing a good job of getting sticks in the way of any high-quality chances.
Another chance as Thompson just tipped that one wide on the shot from Ricci. Puck on the far side now in Rapids territory. Tried to flip it out. A good little, what looked like a bunt there by the Voodoos player, kept it in, but the Rapids will get it out. However, the puck will go down all the way the length of the ice again for another icing call, so the Voodoos will have another chance to set up offensively off the faceoff, and that chance right there for the Voodoos off the last one was dangerous.
Shots currently 3-2 in favor of the Voodoos, and they're getting good looks so far, just nothing connecting, shots going slightly wide, an improvement in offensive pressure, and they're starting to get things rolling a bit here.
Shields wins it back, Little gets to it, takes a high shot, missed the net, nearly got Reese Smetham, and now the puck back out to the blue line, although it did come out, so delayed offside. Now Little gets to it, gets it quickly up ice for Reese Smetham. Smetham going the other way. Tries to get around one guy, nearly got taken out. Carr on a valiant effort. Shields with a chance. That one hit a body and landed beside the net, but Lefebvre picked up the loose puck. Lefebvre with speed, stops up, takes a shot. That one is high and over the netting as Lefebvre, or rather a Rapids player, is knocked into the net. There's another Voodoos player down as well, and DeRoccolo was hit as well. Quickly, another Trappers player I meant to mention, Jacob McGill, also in this game for the Rapids. The defender, playing for the U18 Trappers again last year. Again, I keep saying it, but you got to celebrate it. Great North U18 League champions last year, so.
They keep on developing excellent players, and as I was talking about earlier, the programs in this area just keep on producing high-quality players.
Shields going off the ice now with the trainer, Braden Haas. We'll have to see if he's able to make a return at some point, but now he's getting help down to the dressing room. Shields has been a little bit, his production has slowed a little bit, but his leadership on this team definitely invaluable for this team. Through 21 games, he's got 14 points on the year, 7 goals and 7 assists.
And we'll see the Voodoos on the penalty kill again.
A chance for the Rapids. Carr near side to Scholas. Scholas going cross ice to Clayton. Another chance. Carr takes the shot. That one was just tipped wide of the net. Thompson gets to it, sends it down the ice. Smetham in a foot race now. He does come away with it. However, he couldn't get the puck to the front of the net. Going the other way now is French River. Good chance here for the Rapids to set up as they skate around behind the net. Nice move there at the top. Has a Snyder with it. Gets it over for Clayton. Clayton back to Carr. Carr was looking for the one-time pass to Scholas, but he couldn't get a shot away. Now Ricci battling for it. 1:05 left on the power play. Clayton takes another shot, turned aside by DeRoccolo. Another chance. Voodoos are able to get on the loose puck. Send it down the ice. Dyer gets to it. That one's picked off by Case. Case walking in. Alex Case with a move. He scores! And the Powassan Voodoos are in flight. Alex Case with a nice shorthanded goal here. It's 1-0 Powassan.
And what a fortunate turn of events for the Voodoos. 51 seconds remaining in their penalty kill. Case finds the puck, flung errantly into neutral ice, grabs it, makes a move, manages to deke out the goaltender, go high, pop that water bottle. What a beautiful goal. 11:23 remaining, and the Voodoos are up 1-0 early.
That's Case's third of the season already for the defender, who's played 70 games, 12 points. Well, now 13. And yeah, what a great goal, and probably One of the best assists that Dyer will ever have in his career. Lemke with the puck now, still shorthanded goal, or now still shorthanded, I should say, as Lemke just sends it right down the ice. Case finds it, sends it right back to Rapids territory. Dyer, not likely willing to send the puck down the ice, just left it there. Lemke poked it away. And now, French River having possession through the neutral zone. And that's going to go for offside with 7 seconds left on the man advantage. Lefebvre maybe just a hair over the line.
And you can't ask for much better of a penalty kill than walking away with it with a goal. And we were talking about it last game, how the special teams wasn't exactly up to snuff, but you take those lucky shots when you can get it.
Case, what a goal. Highlight reel worthy for sure. Puck down near side, Ricci gets to it. Back to Mason. We're back to 5-on-5 now. 5-on-5 hockey. Schulist, he sneaks it in behind the net. It looked like he had Dracula beat, but he was able to bank it off the goaltender's leg. And that's Grishchev with his 4th of the season, and French River ties it here at 1 apiece.
What an answer back, you know. He does a nice little move, ends up right behind the net, gets Dracula to bite, and just uses every piece of the pad to bank it back in, you know. 4-4 of the shots in a tie game. It is halfway through the first. It's unfortunate when you get up going like that, but back at square, time to show up, time to take the lead.
Well, the Voodoos are still +1 on the man advantage at least.
Absolutely. You take those.
Puck one all the way down back to Rapids territory. Ilke has the puck, flips it down, gets it to Schulist. Over for McGill, it's picked off by Rotundo. Rotundo tries to get in tight. A delayed penalty coming against the Rapids, and that will be blown down as Rotundo with a nice awareness there to pick off the pass, but he just couldn't get a shot away.
Tries going for the wraparound, has a really good opportunity. The net's open, but can't quite get his stick free in order to make the shot. And Voodoo's back on the power play.
Actually, it's their first power play.
Yeah, it is their first power play.
Just feels a little bit different because they're up. They scored a goal shorthanded.
First full power play, yeah.
Chase Thompson, or yes, that's right. You're smarter, I'm not. Puck back to Case at the point. Case near side to Smith. Smith with the shot well high over the net. Schulist gets to it. It doesn't get past Case though. Case stops up, looks at the net, takes a shot, blocked away by Dyer. Smith gets it in tight now for Patrick. Patrick with the shot. And that's a good save there by Dyer. He's able to keep it in, or keep it in tight.
Roughly 20 seconds gone off the power play here, and the Voodoos already with a couple of good looks, maintaining zone control. Much better than we saw in the previous game. They're moving the puck around good. This is looking like the start of a strong power play.
Back to Smith off the faceoff. Near side to Patrick. Back to Smith with the one-time chance. And that's in and out of the glove of Dyer. Another chance out front. Couldn't find pay dirt on that one. Is now a bouncing puck at the blue line, and the Rapids finally get to it and fire it down the ice. Dracula out from behind his net, leaves it for Case. Case now off with some speed and some space. The goal scorer here for the Voodoos leaves it for Thompson. Thompson rims it around near side. Patrick back to Smith. Smith threw it towards the net and hit a body. Good chance off the end boards, and it's turned aside by Dyer. Puck back to Case. Case fanning on his first pass attempt. Stops up, takes another shot, blocked. Now Smith with another chance. That one's blocked as well. Dyer didn't have to make 2 saves there as the Rapids defense coming together there to stop the puck from getting through. Smith walking in, takes another chance, and that one's just over the net, but kept in by McCarthy. McCarthy sends it right back around. Smith looking for the puck. It's down the ice to Lemke. Less than a minute left on the man advantage. Lemke in his own zone gets the puck down the ice to McCarthy. McCarthy takes a shot. Dyer with a save. Rebound chance off to the side. Now on the near side, McCarthy without a stick knocked down. Pile up here on the near side half wall. Lemke battling for it. Comes around. And it does come out to Lemke. Lemke walks around. Looked out front. He had his man just out of his reach. Another chance by McCarthy just wide as the Voodoos are buzzing here with the man advantage. Little keeps it in. Ricci tried to get it in deeper. And now Little battling down by the net. Gets it over to Lemke. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey as Lemke walks out. Walks around, tried to send it out front. Good stick there by Dyer, stopped that. Another chance by Lemke, sent on net and turned away by the Rapids. Voodoos players all over the ice looking for a penalty. Another chance goes well wide of the net. Back to Ricci. Ricci sends it in deep. Lemke looking out front. It is out front. And the Voodoos down with a chance. And what a save by Dyer. Down but not out. The big goaltender for the Rapids. I don't know how the Voodoos didn't score there.
Just fires towards the net and the puck disappears. What an incredible save there. How does the puck stay out on that one? And especially after the Voodoos have such a good string of momentum pushes and shots. And wow, it's a wonder that the puck didn't go in there.
Yeah, the Voodoos looking to break the deadlock here. Couldn't end up getting it past Dyer. Wow, what a save. As now we've reached our mid-period break here on the front line, and we'll be back with more hockey on the other side of this.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Average Joe's Eatery. Average Joe's, where we want your experience here to be a happy one. 3501 Trout Lake Road.
And if you're just joining us here or recently on the front line, well, you missed two great goals here by both the Voodoos and the Rapids. It's 1-1. I'm Courtney Kenny, pleased to be joined as usual by Harrison Clements here at the Powassan Sportsplex. Although, Harrison, you're usually down in the corner getting us some great social media content, so instead we promoted you to color today.
I get to talk again.
Yeah, 2 games in a row. A little weird, eh?
I know. Last time I was doing this, it was at the NOJHL Showcase, and, well, not going to lie, I got my fill a bit there with doing 7 out of the 8 games there. What an awesome time that little tournament was, though, and it's great to be back here in the booth with you, Courtney.
Thank you very much. It's always great to be in the booth with me because I'm the greatest of all time. Jeez, no, I'm just kidding. That award goes to Matt Sukram, who's currently doing the Lakers game tonight. Tucker Shields, as eagle-eyed co-op student Cassie Milne pointed out, he's back out on the bench. Thank you for that, Cassie.
Good to see.
This is why we keep you around.
Break is over here as the draw will be in the French River Rapids zone.
7:34 left in this first period. 1-1 the Voodoos outshooting the Rapids 11-4 though so far through the first half. The first almost 12 and a half minutes.
Yeah, they got a lot going on that power play. It looked really good. They were holding the zone, getting lots of shots, and their net front presence was looking really effective. But Dyer with a ridiculous save towards the end of the sequence there, right before our break.
It looks like we're having a little bit of a miscommunication here. There's only 4 Rapids on the ice. I mean, hey, if you want to play shorthanded, but you're not on the penalty.
And there's still a Rapid in the box.
I am confused. Let's do that hockey. Puck sent down the ice. I'm counting it right, there is 5 Rapids out there, right?
That checks.
Yes. Math. Not our strong suit. Welcome to the Broadcast Club. You heard about the Breakfast Club or the Broadcast Club. Rapids try to send the puck down the ice. It gets to Rotundo. His pass up the ice was nearly picked off by Schulist, and there's a stick on the ice. Not sure whose. Looks like Rotundo's as he picks it back up. Puck back to the point. The Rapids try to throw it on ice, but instead misses the net. There's Zamatis. And Zamatis now picks it up at his blue line. Stopping up. Looks for some options to send the puck down ice, but instead he sends it back to his partner, Abram Snyder. Once again, down the ice, Dracolo out to play it behind his net. Leaves it for Case. Case look for Smith, but now Haslam gets to it. Haslam walking in, takes a shot to Rockalo. Gobbles that one up. No rebound on that one. And we'll get a stoppage here.
Behind the play, a little bit of a brief 4-on-4 developed as a Voodoos player and a French River player both took a dive through the door into the French River Rapids bench. Ooh. But everyone getting out of that one okay.
Good to hear. We don't need any more injuries. Good to see Tucker Shields back, as mentioned also. He had left briefly. Little. Down the ice. Looking for his man, but is picked off. Now Lefebvre walking in. Lefebvre with the shot. He scores! The former Trapper gets his 4th of the season. It's now 2-1 Rapids.
That's an unfortunate sequence there. Just has the entire offensive zone to himself after what looked like a miscommunicated change. And the Rapids come back 2-1, 6:09 remaining, and there's 11 shots to 6, 2 of them going in for the French River Rapids. Just momentum swings back and forth here at the Sportsplex.
As a puck sent down by the Voodoos, I can't remember a time in recent memory where the Rapids led the Voodoos at home for Powassan at the Sportsplex. So we're into some uncharted territory here at the Sportsplex. Love to see how the Voodoos respond. Mason takes the shot. No, it's kicked off his stick by Smetham. Ricci knocked off the puck there by Clayton. And now Smetham down the ice. Smetham out front for Shields. He fires that one wide. Lemke gets to the loose puck. Tried to shovel it back deep into the zone. The Rapids stopped that plan. And now Lemke threw it over the glass. So it comes back into play though with the netting. And we'll get another stoppage here with 5.5 minutes left in this first period. French River now leads 2-1.
This game's felt like all Voodoos from an offensive standpoint. They've had the better breaks. They've had the better zone control. But French River just finding those opportune moments to make the game theirs from individual efforts. And it was a really, really nice goal by Lefebvre with the backhand, forehand shot.
Rotundo keeps the puck in, although that'll go for a hand pass. As he grabbed the puck out of the air and dropped it to the ice, was knocked over, but knocked off the puck. And a Voodoos player came out and grabbed the puck. So hand pass is indeed the call by referee Adam Morell. So that puck, or that face-off, will come out of the zone. Ryan Patrick in for the Voodoos. Shovels it ahead to Turner. Turner takes a shot. That one hit a body, went wide. And now the puck back out to the point. Little tries to hold the line. He does send the puck back in. But he can't keep the line forever as the Rapids get it out to the neutral zone. Turner stopping up. Sends the puck out through the neutral zone. McGill picks it up. And is sent right back into Voodoos territory. Little battling with his man. That was Parker. And the puck back through the ice. Nearly picked off once again, but Patrick gets to it. Gives it back to Turner. Turner looking for McCarthy. The Stars and Stripes line back together here. It's all three players between Patrick, McCarthy, and Turner from America. Found their way to Powassan. Little old Powassan. Case up for Turner. Turner tries to sidestep his man, but he loses the puck in the process. And down on the ice is Beatty. And the puck sent right back down for Schulis, but a good stick there by McClellan. Keeps the puck away from them, and now the puck down to Zemetis in his own zone. Tries to flip it into Voodoos territory. He does. Puck behind the net now with Case. Case. Near side to Smith. Smith skates the puck in. Stops up. Looked for shot. He does get one away, but is blocked. Now behind the net is two white jerseys going after one green, and the white jerseys come away with it. But Smith does pick it up, sends it right back in for Thompson. Beatty with it out front to for Smith. And Smith just put that one wide. Another chance goes near side to Smith. Back for Beatty, was looking out front for Thompson. And the puck knocked down the ice for Little to chase after. 3.5 minutes left in this first period. Smith for Thompson. Thompson over for Smith. Smith tries to flip it around his man. Couldn't get the puck to cooperate as he's battling on the far side now. Thompson comes away with it. Sends it right back for Smith. Smith out front for Beatty, and he just put that one over the net. Rotundo. Sharp angle, was looking for Beatty. Beatty bats it right back in. Puck up to the blue line by the Rapids. They finally get it out as Clayton goes the other way. Clayton with the shot, turned aside by DeRoccolo. Now on the far side are the Rapids. Rotundo battling, getting interfered with by Schulis. Nothing coming on that one. And now is the puck out front for Clayton. Clayton couldn't get a shot away. Has a good defensive effort there by the Voodoos, negates that attempt. McGill with another shot. That one's blocked in front. 2.5 minutes left here as the Voodoos send the puck down looking for Smith. Smith was taken down, gets a shot away from the ice. And we'll have to see what the call is, and that's going to be a hooking call against the Rapids. So the Voodoos will go on the man advantage here for another 2 minutes or less, and we'll have to see if the Voodoos are able to tie the game up at 2.
Power play looking good in this one so far, getting lots of movement, lots of high-quality shots. Shots still 11, and they haven't gotten too many since their last power play. But a couple of good moves, starting to win a bit more in the board battles, which was working for them early, and starting to get some shots going more in their favor.
One back to Little. Little over for McCarthy. McCarthy was looking for Shields in the middle, and Shields just fanned on that attempt. Now Lemke back out for McCarthy. McCarthy with the shot, and that one just went wide. Shields at the point. In for Little on the far side. Back to Shields. Shields near side for McCarthy. McCarthy to Shields in the middle. Takes the shot. That one hit the glass behind the net. Puck rolling out in front to Dyer. It just missed the net again. And now Little keeps the puck in. Finds his man. Another chance wide of the net. Lemke. Back for Little. Little to McCarthy. McCarthy with the shot. And that one hit something and went to the end wall. Back to Little. To Shields. Shields twisting and turning. He walks in, takes the shot. That one hit a body and went wide. Another chance kept in by Lemke. Looking every bit the baseball player with the glove on that one. Little far side for Shields. Shields puts that one wide. And he looks snake bitten right now. As the puck all the way down the ice for Lemke to get in his own zone. Less than a minute left on the man advantage. The Voodoos, dangerous, just can't get the puck on net. He was stuck at 11 shots for a while. Smith in, tries to get a shot away. Good stick there, negates that by the Rapids. Case keeps it in to Thompson. Thompson on the far side walks in, looks out front, nearly tapped on net. Dyer does get a piece of it as Patrick is shoved down behind the end wall. And with 51.7 seconds left and less than a minute left on the man advantage, we'll get another stoppage of play here.
So many dangerous opportunities there from the Voodoos, holding it in the zone in order to tee up another play. It's looked so good so far, but nothing going, shots going wide, and passes just getting a little bit of stick on it, and they're not able to bury one yet with around 21 seconds remaining in the power play.
Back to Smith at the point, in for Patrick. Patrick walks out front, takes a shot. I don't know if Dyer got a piece of that, but it was negated nonetheless. Sent down the ice. D'Arocolo to play it behind the net. Leaves it for Case, who leaves it for Smith. Smith gave the puck away, but it was offside, or else it would have been a dangerous chance for the Rapids. Now Stringer with a shot. That one went wide of the net. Now the Rapids just trying to kill off time on the man advantage here, but it does get back to 5-on-5 hockey. Up the ice for Smith. Smith has looked ever so dangerous in this game. Takes the shot, hit a body, and went into the netting. So we'll get another stoppage here with just 11.4 seconds left on the clock.
And a little bit of confusion there at the Voodoos blue line as two French River Rapids collide. Then on the line change, the Voodoos have to be careful not to get caught for too many men. A little bit of pandemonium happening with 11.4 seconds remaining in this one. And the draw to finish this one out will be in the Rapids zone. And won by the Rapids.
Sent right back down the ice. 2 seconds left, and with 0.5 seconds left, we got an icing call. So the Voodoos will get to tee it up real quick.
Half a second, barely enough time to make a play. You gotta go for a quick win off the draw or something, but it's unlikely anything to get going here. 11-6, still counting as the shots, but it feels like so many more.
And that'll do it here for the first period of action. And the puck comes out. And that'll do it here. So we go into our first intermission with the Voodoos trailing 2-1. Harrison, before we go, your final thoughts on that first 20.
Power play looks a lot better than in the previous game, getting a lot going, variation in plays. Their breakout looks pretty solid, and their board battles, when they're actually fighting hard for them, have been really effective at developing plays and developing scoring chances. They need to watch where they're passing because it's led to a few high-quality chances for the Rapids who have ended up scoring on a couple of them. Tighten up on that, keep up the physical battle in the corners, and keep on going with the strong power play.
Well, we'll take a quick break here on the front line, and we'll be back at the end of the first intermission with more action here between these two teams as the Voodoos trail the Rapids. He's Harrison Clements. I'm Courtney Kenny. Cameraman Mike Brown, of course, operating the camera for those on Flow Hockey, and we'll be back with more hockey after this first intermission.
Meals are a special time for families to gather, share their day, and spend quality time together. Those dinners are made extra special when you add tropical produce found in the markets and grocery stores that carry La Huerta imports. La Huerta knows the importance of family, so they know which quality products make the best quality meals for your customers, whether it be Mexican Hass avocados, Brazilian figs, Ecuadorian red dragon fruit, or something just as exotic and special. To get your supply of the best tropical produce at competitive prices with brands buyers trust, contact La Huerta Imports at 705-752-1478.
Barry!
Huh?
I told you not to be scaring the customers.
Hey, Barry! Come on in for a bite. And bring Brianna with you.
For only 2 minutes up the hill, where you're only a stranger once.
Ready to embark on an electrifying adventure? Look no further than the Mitsubishi Outlander, available in gas or PHEV, the SUV that redefines excellence. Recently awarded the best midsize utility vehicle in Canada for 2023 by AJAC. This bold and sophisticated SUV delivers advanced performance, safety, and tech, plus peace of mind, with its standard super all-wheel control and the best warranty in the business. With red-hot deals and plenty in stock, your award-winning drive starts with the Mitsubishi Outlander.
Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of beautiful Trout Lake, we have been serving delicious food and stunning views since 1999. Indulge in one of our delicious menu items or simply sit with a cocktail in hand and watch the beauty of Trout Lake before your eyes. Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
Hey there, I'm Mike the Financial Advisor. When you strip it down to its core and you take away all the industry jargon, I help people solve financial concerns. So if you're concerned that you'll never save enough to retire comfortably, or that your kid is going to graduate post-secondary $40,000 in debt, or maybe even that life is going to take a really unfortunate sideways turn and somebody is going to have to open a GoFundMe page for you and your family, I can help you prevent all of those things from happening. If you want to see how, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just do a search for Mike the Financial Advisor. You should find me.
You rely on your vehicle to take you to the places that matter most to you. So bring your vehicle to the team you can rely on to keep it running at its best. Dave's Automotive Services. Whether you're getting your car or truck ready for the season with a tire change, making sure you're safe on the road with an inspection and certification, or doing your due diligence to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape with regular maintenance, Dave's Automotive Services has you covered. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect when you bring your car or truck to Dave's Automotive Services at 411 Airport Road. Call 705-478-5544 and book your appointment today.
And we welcome you back inside the Powassan Sportsplex for period number 2 between the Powassan Voodoos and the French River Rapids. But before we get to this game, I'll tell you a little bit about what's going on around the NOJHL. After the first 20, Elliott Lake and Iroquois Falls are tied at 1. Timmins and Hearst are all knotted up at 0-0, so scoreless there at the start of the second. And at the end of the first, the Sioux Eagles are up 1-0 on their Cross River rivals, the Sioux Thunderbirds. And that's all the games going on here in the NOJHL as of today, as of this evening. But speaking of this evening, we'll keep our eyes on the here and now. The Powassan Voodoos find themselves down 2-1 after 20 minutes of play against the French River Rapids. They have also outshot the Rapids 11-6 after 20 minutes of play. I'm Courtney Kenny. He's Harrison Clements. And Harrison, how are we feeling going into the second?
Not as down as one might think going, you get up 1, they take 1 back, they get a really nice breakaway goal off of a mistake that you made, but a lot of good has been shown here by the Voodoos. Their board battles have been good, their passing, their O-zone possession. There's lots to look forward to and lots to be happy with the Voodoos play. Just tighten up defensively and, keep the pressure on. Don't make errant passes and keep things crisp.
Keeping things crisp is exactly what you can do, as it looks like we're having some issues here with the ice down in the crease area for the Rapids. Brady Dyer in net, Daniel DeRoccolo in net for the Voodoos. So looks like we're finally about to get ready to go now.
You know what I want? Let's make some noise! You can do better, let's go!
Patrick in for the draw, and he wins it back. The Voodoos in their home greens are going left to right this second period, and the Rapids in their road whites are going right to left. Puck did come down. Turner would have had the inside track on it, but he was deemed offside. So the Rapids are able to get down the ice back into Voodoos territory. McCarthy behind his own net, twisting and turning through the never. He comes away with it. Over to Little. Little had his stick lifted. And now the puck back in Rapids' possession. Bounces out right in front of DeRoccolo. So he's just going to cover it and get another stoppage here. And that one comes 34 seconds into the second period.
Weird little bounce there, but DeRoccolo makes sure he's on top of that one. Slow start for both teams, just a little bit of puck passing in either end, and the draw will end up back in the Voodoo zone. Hopefully able to break out, get something going here.
Shields in for the draw for the boys in green. He wins it to Smetham, but Smetham lost the possession briefly, as now Rotundo has it at the end wall. Christopoulos battling for it with it as well. And now it's to the far side. Smetham chasing after it. Puck comes loose once again. The Rapids with some great pressure here on this shift in the second period. French River gets it back down. Treelout flips it right back in. Christopoulos chasing after it. Christopoulos in the far side corner. Taken to the boards, but he gets the puck up to his defenseman. However, bouncing around, Christopoulos finds possession again. Now near side, Lemke with it. Lemke, as the puck is stuck up against the boards, now it comes around for Rotundo. Rotundo, his pass, couldn't find his man, Smetham, and the Voodoos remain hemmed in their zone for almost a full minute here now. Shields got it to Ricci. Ricci couldn't get it out, as Smetham still can't get it out, and the Voodoos finally kick it free. Shields flips it down the ice. It's now behind the Rapids net, and Snyder has it. Snyder down the ice. It got to McClellan. He just batted it right back into Rapids territory. And the puck sent down past the Voodoos bench to Beatty. Beatty up to Thompson. Thompson tries to flip the puck in. It does, but doesn't get very far as Zemaitis gets to it. Snyder with it. Down, flips it off the boards. And it comes loose to Smith. Smith knocked out of the play, and the puck on the far side now. Up the ice, the Rapids, keeping things out of Voodoos territory, or rather out of their own territory. With the Voodoos trying to just get the puck down for offensive coverage. Clayton picking off the little pass. He was looking for Smith up ice. As now Thompson gets to it. Up to Beatty. Beatty in alone. Beatty takes the shot. Saved by Dyer. Puck rolling in on the rebound. Stopped by Dyer. It did come loose, but the referee had already blown the whistle at that point.
Good opportunity there for the Voodoos, keeping on the pressure and finding themselves open to a brief breakaway. Nice little move, but Dyer stays on top of it and keeps this a one-goal game. Nice little opportunity there. A bit more of that, especially after you were on the back foot to start off the period. A little bit of a momentum swing offensively is just what you need if you're the Voodoos, and they get no zone draw too.
Beatty looking for his second NOJHL goal. As now the puck is sent back down to Voodoos territory for an icing call off that offensive zone draw. Like you mentioned, so the Voodoos will get another chance to try again. With just under 3 minutes gone, Harrison.
And they're the only ones with shots on goal in this period so far off that brief little break there.
It's wild. Sorry, I was just going to say it's wild that they didn't get any shots on Dyracolo with all that pressure that they had.
They've been fighting well along the boards, keeping them wide, keeping their shot chances low percentage.
Rapids get the puck out of their zone quickly. Lefebvre, one of the goal scorers in this game, sends it down. The Case knocks it right back to the top of the zone. Case with the puck off a little tip there by Dyracolo. And now Dubroy tried to get the puck out, but it comes to Dawson. Dawson flips it down the ice. Dyer's going to get it with his paddle and just cover it up. So we'll get another stoppage here with the Rapids still up 2-1.
And the Voodoos will be more than happy just to keep the pressure on in the French River zone. They'll throw as many pucks towards the net as they need to. Just keep up the pressure, keep them on the back foot, and make sure that the moves that are being made are on your terms. And so far, they're doing a decent job of it in this period.
Patrick couldn't get the face-off to go his own way. Little with it. And he gets it to Rotundo. Rotundo, as it's flipped in. Board battle on the far side of the ice for Haslam. He gets the puck down into Voodoos territory. Rotundo tried to get to it first. Now it comes out front to Little. Little with some space and time. Skates the puck down to Rapids territory. Throws it towards Dyer. Puck nearly came out from the end wall. Now with the puck is McCarthy. McCarthy to the near side for Rotundo. Rotundo turns and fires. Patrick on the rebound. And it's denied. Out front, another chance. What a save by Dyer. Little at the point as the Voodoos have ramped up pressure here. Near side, Turner couldn't get a shot away. Now it's on net. Tipped. Dyer just got a pat on that one. Little sends it right back down behind the net to Patrick. Patrick on the near side as the puck comes loose, and we're going to get a delayed penalty here against the Rapids. Puck sent down to Rapids territory, but that'll go for icing. And now the Rapids touch it, and that'll do it. So now the Voodoos will find themselves with the man advantage here. Just what the doctor ordered if you're looking to tie the game up.
And the Voodoos with a nice little sequence there. Quite a few shots there. Effective passing, and Dyer bailing out the Rapids, if we're being honest. Getting over quickly, sticking that pad out, and making sure that nothing is going in that net. Voodoos with a really good effort, and an even better chance now being up a man in order to keep this, or to get this thing tied.
Now they're just trying to figure out where the faceoff comes from, as it was icing. Usually the first faceoff after a power play goes back into the offending team's zone, but the Voodoos did have an icing, so right now the Rapids are looking to get it down here by the Voodoos blue line. The linesman's down in Rapids territory, and now the referee, along with one of the linesmen, is conferring at center ice. It looks like they're pointing here, so the faceoff will come down by the Voodoos blue line on the near side.
This feels like one of those long algebra equations that you get in like grade 10, where it's like, if Jimmy's moving down the highway at 110 kilometers an hour, but he has 30 watermelons, where does the face-off end up? Apparently just outside the Voodoo zone.
Oh, jeez. You're bringing me back, Harrison. I don't like it. I got my credits in math, and I stopped taking math. Treel out. Flips the puck in. And then you know what? Now I'm in such a numbers-crazy environment with stats and stuff. You think that I would care a little bit more about math.
Someone else does that for us.
Exactly. Smith flips the puck in. It comes around to Turner. Now to Little. Back to the point for Lemke. Lemke back to Little. Little with the shot. That one's tipped on net. And the Voodoos score, tying it up here quickly on the power play. Looks like Little's leading the charge back to the bench. So the captain ties it at 2.
And as you said, Courtney, just what the doctor ordered. It's exactly what the Voodoos need in order to get things going. And a shot that looked a little bit like a changeup. You thought he was going to come off with a little bit more speed, but gets the redirection right in front of the net. And this is a 2-2 game. And that's something that the Voodoos have been really good at doing in this one, is their net front presence, getting those deflections, and none of them had gone their way so far, but this one goes in.
Alex Little is third of the season. His also record-breaking season for the Voodoos as well. Unfortunately missing a lot of time, but another goal! Wow, what a tip in by Cameron Lemke. On a shot that looked innocent at best, Lemke gets it on net, and now the Voodoos have a 3-2 lead.
That was one heck of a deflection. It fires on net, and a tip at basically the face-off dot ends up going high right above the shoulder of Dyer, and just like that, within a matter of seconds, the Voodoos take the lead here with most of the second period left to play. That's how you come into this one, fire shots on net, and get rolling.
Lemke's 6th of the season, as the faceoffs won down by the Voodoos all the way to Dyracolo's net. As I was mentioning, Little has missed a lot of games. He's only played 8 before tonight, but he has 9 points in 9 games played as of right now. Again, the leader of this team offensively from the back end. Had a great season for them last year, and once again off to a good start now, albeit in limited games because of his injury. Little, once again with the puck. Goes for a skate, gets to the red line, flips it on net. Thompson on the near side, battling for it behind the net now to Beatty. Beatty looked out front. He does find Little. Little behind the net, now Rotundo on the near side. Rotundo sends it around for Beatty. Beatty leaves it for Smith. Smith stops up, gains some space, turns, shoots the puck on net. Dyer with a big save on that one, as the Rapids kind of collapsing a little bit here in this second period. Rotundo, near side, throws it towards the net, hit a body, didn't make it there. Rotundo keeps it in again, and now that'll be a penalty against the Voodoos, as it looks like Smith is going to go as he tripped up Grishachev, one of the goal scorers here for the Rapids as well. And you know what? That is, you look up the definition of penalty, that should be probably in the book.
Undeniable, that one. The Voodoos penalty kill looked pretty good so far in the first instance we saw it in this game, albeit brief. Now, to mention, shots are now 17-6. And it started off 11-6 at the beginning of this period. The Voodoos have yet to let a shot reach their goaltender.
Clayton, yeah, as you said, looks cross ice. There's a chance that does reach Dyracolo. There's now a big hit on the far side, and the puck comes out, although the shot judge says otherwise. Still 6 shots for the Rapids. It's a good thing I like Ryan. Puck out front of Dyracolo's net. Skating around the Rapids. Good stick there by Lemke, but the puck does come back to the Rapids, and another chance there by Schulist as the Rapids get another good chance and sends it down. Dyer out to play the puck. Leaves it for Carr. Carr now leaves it for Clayton. Clayton turning around. Minute 5 left on the man advantage. Clayton goes for a skate. Flips it in. Case, the first one of that one, finds the puck. Tried to dance around a few, and now he's just going to take the puck to the boards and kill some time. Battling for it on the far side. 40 seconds as the Voodoos just try to kill time, keeping the puck up against the boards. Case just content to keep his stick down right up against the puck. The Rapids finally come away with it. Walking out, takes the shot, and the Rapids tie it back up as that's Carr on a snipe show. His first of the season, beating DeRoccolo.
30 seconds remaining in that one, in an extended board battle there. And the French River Rapids come away with it. Carr has a player with him that he can pass to, opts for the shot, and finds nothing but post and net, and a tie game at the end of it with 12:26 remaining in the second period. This game just keeps swinging back and forth in either direction. And so far, the Voodoos looked like they had an all right penalty kill going. A couple of clears there, but after that battle, French River just comes away with it, and we have a tie game.
Off the face-off, Lemke flips it down into the Voodoos bench, so we'll get another stoppage here. And if you look back at the last meeting between these two teams, the Rapids skated away with a win, and the score, 5-4. I'm just saying, we're on pace.
Those darn stats poking their head again.
Well, we're actually on a better pace than that. I can't tell you exactly the pace, but I know that we're on pace for more goals. Christopoulos dances into the Voodoo zone. Goes behind the net. Near side. As the Rapids flip it right back on net. Ricci just turns and fires it out of the zone. Grishachev gets it near side to Zemedis. Now Mason walking in. Mason, nice little move there. Takes a shot. Good block by Lemke, but will get a delayed penalty once again against the Voodoos. As the puck comes out, Rapids still have possession, and that'll do it as the Voodoos will once again be on the penalty kill here, as that's an interference call, I believe, against Lemke.
A little bit of a tangle there, fighting to get in front of that puck, and it keeps a goal out, but at the cost of going on the penalty kill once again. So hopefully a better result this time as they have to defend a man down.
Sorry, that's Ricci going to the box. 11:34 left in the second period. It's a 3-3 hockey game.
And an opportune time to take one as they start to get the momentum. French River, that is.
Clayton to Carr. French River with all the momentum right now. Gets another shot on goal. DeRoccolo with another save.
Voodoos got to do what they did in the first period, where they kept French River Rapids wide, fought hard along the boards, and made sure that they were the ones setting the tone.
Back to the point. Clayton. Back to Carr. Carr scoring this first goal of the season moments ago on another power play to tie the game at 3. Takes another shot. That one's wide of the net. Rapids with possession behind the net. Voodoos just collapsing in front of the net, content to let them play to the perimeter. Now walking in, another chance, stopped by DeRoccolo. Schulist with the puck. Back to Carr, another chance, he scores! Carr with his second of the game. It's now 4-3 for the Rapids.
And a costly penalty there as you're taking away one scoring opportunity, but it leads to another one. And Carr's shot just hitting like a truck. Like, that thing fired so fast from top of the slot. And 4-3, as we said, the momentum swings have been so rapid in this one, and it's now an up game for the French River Rapids.
The swings have been rapid.
That was unintentional, but I'm happy with it.
Oh, no. Rotundo gets the puck off the draw, throws it in on Dyer. We'll get another stoppage here. The shots are now 17-11 in favor of the Voodoos. So Not a great few moments here for Powassan, if we're being honest.
Yeah, the penalty kill not doing what it needed to do, but starting to get the offensive zone draw here, maybe swing things back once more.
Smetham behind the net as the Voodoos look to once again equalize it as they found themselves down a goal coming into this period, down 2-1. It's now 4-3. Lemke tried to move his way in towards the net. Now Lefebvre comes away with it, flips it into Voodoos territory. Puck out in front of Duracolo. Oh my goodness, another chance as the Rapids nearly banked home a couple there. Now the Voodoos with speed. They have a 2-0. Make it another chance for Lemke. He scores! Tying the game again. Cameron Lemke with his second of the game. It's now his 7th of the season.
Hey, you know how you said we were on pace for more goals? It's now 4-on-4. And what a read at the blue line there. Lemke with speed, manages to get a man with him, crashes the net, buries this one behind the goaltender Dyer, and it is once again a tie game, 4-on-4. Momentum swings back and forth and tie, and 10:21 remaining. So much left to play in this hockey game.
Case off the draw, gets to the puck. Yeah, we're not even halfway through this game. 10:15 left in the second period. And we're back 4-4. Lemke sliding that one in, his 7th of the season. Had a 2-0, but a good back check negated that chance to make it 2-0. And then Lemke just took the puck himself. Dyer did have some complaints to the referees after that chance, though, but just falling on deaf ears. Dubroy flipping it in near side. Zemaitis once again with the puck. Another chance out front. Turned aside by the goaltender Dyer. Dawson trying to find his way to the puck. Dubroy taking hard into the boards. Case couldn't hold the line. And now the puck going the other way. Case in his own zone. And now 1-on-1 here as the Rapids come in. Case was able to take away the shooting lane as the puck went to the end wall. Sharp angle chance. Turned aside. Dawson. Now a 2-on-1 here for the Voodoos. Dawson walking in. Looks over for Smetham. And we're going to get a stoppage here. And that'll bring our mid-period point here of the second period. Just wondering what that call was. I kind of missed it.
I think they called it the offside.
Maybe, yeah. They weren't very happy with it either way, the Powassan Voodoos, but something to be happy about. Our wonderful sponsor that you'll hear right now on the Frontline Game Day broadcast.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Average Joe's Eatery. Average Joe's, where we want your experience here to be a happy one. 3501 Trout Lake Road.
Well, 4-4. Hands up if you had that on your bingo card here coming into this one between the Powassan Voodoos and French River Rapids on a Friday evening in Powassan in a miserable November Friday so far, although it is Friday, so hey, there's always that kind of light at the end of the tunnel, right, Harrison?
Something to be happy about. End of the week, and you get to watch some intense hockey here at the Sportsplex, and intense it has been. As we mentioned throughout the broadcast, just swings back and forth. Shots currently 19-11 in a 4-4 game between the Voodoos and the Rapids. The Voodoos looking to take one back after a tough overtime loss in their previous showing against French River in French River, and French River not going down without a fight. This is anyone's game at this point. 9:03 remaining in this period, Courtney.
No, the Rapids taking down the Timmins Rock last night in French River 2-1. A very surprise upset there. The Voodoos looking to avoid a similar fate after they've gone 0-3-1 over their past 4. A very rare swoon that we've seen of the Voodoos. You don't see that very often. Thompson into the Rapids zone, although he loses the puck, and the puck does come out. Ricci gets it in the neutral zone as we send it right back in. Near side, Thompson and McGill collide. Thompson gets it in for Smith. Smith from behind the net out front, Beatty put that one wide. I don't know how he missed the net on that one. When he looked up, all he would have had to see is goaltender. And a gorgeous chance there for the Voodoos goes wide. Beatty, it's in his feet. And the puck stepped right back down the ice. Now in a bit of a foot race is Rotundo with Scholist. Scholist gets his arm right around him, and a delayed penalty is called against the Rapids for holding, and I bet that's called for holding, as he had both arms around him in like a big bear hug.
A lot of the calls tonight have been basically textbook. You look it up in the dictionary, and boom, there you go. That's a penalty. And once again, the Voodoos go back on the power play, now with the momentum going a bit more in their favor, and hopefully able to capitalize on this like they did earlier on in this game.
That's Scholist in the box, as we mentioned, for the Rapids. Shields in for the draw for Powassan. Wins it back. Smith walks in, takes the shot. That one went wide of the net. Lemke in for Thompson. Thompson walking around behind the net. Back to Smith. Back in for Thompson. Thompson goes behind the net. And now a net battle kept Turner from getting to the puck. Lemke came in for it. And now the Rapids are able to get to it and send it down the ice. Smith. Over for Shields. Shields to Lemke. Back to Shields. Shields battling for it through the neutral zone with Lefebvre. Puck comes loose to Thompson. Out front, Smith with the shot over Dyer's net. Now the puck behind the net. And it's flipped down the ice by the Rapids. Girocolo out to play it. Leaves it for Lemke. Lemke looking down the ice for Smith. Smith got a piece of it. Sends it into Rapids territory. And now Carr behind the net. Flips it up. Ricci couldn't keep it in as the puck bounced at the last second over his stick. Now Ricci once again with possession. Ricci walking in, takes a shot in and out of Dyer's glove, and the puck just laid there. Kept in by Smith. Smith to the point for Case. Back to Smith. Smith takes a shot, blocked. And now Smith picks it up once again in the neutral zone. Smith flips it over his man, gets in, nice move a couple of times. Sharp angle, takes a shot on Dyer and turned aside. Another stoppage here, and then some a little bit of extracurriculars after the whistle as well. And boy, what I don't think, you always hear the term playing with confidence. I think Wraith Smith is definitely playing with confidence right now.
Oh yeah, he's making moves that he's dangling left and right, cutting in, making use of that edge work, and just getting these opportunities that you see from a player who's starting to heat up. And the Voodoos so far haven't been able to get super comfortable in their setup on the power play, but they've had a lot of good breakout chances as they're entering the zone.
Off the draw. The Rapids try to get possession. They do. They get it out. Case gets to it. He's hit hard. Grushachev now comes into the Voodoos territory. Less than a minute on the man advantage. Flip back around behind the net. Smetham gets to it. Smetham slowly out of his zone. Gets around one Rapid and back around the other. Tries to cut into the net. Goes around behind the net. Looks back for Ricci. Ricci with the shot. Oh my goodness. Off the post. Another chance turned aside by Dyer. Now behind the net is Case. Case looks out front. Was looking for Smetham. Got it back to the point. Another chance turned aside by the netminder. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey here. The Voodoos coming ever so close to once again retaking the lead here in this one. Girocolo shovels it behind his net. However, the puck comes back out. Dawson down the ice looking for Smith. He finds Smith deep in Rapids territory. Smith behind the net. Looks out front. Was looking for Patrick. It's out to Rotundo. Rotundo with the shot. And a nice toe save there by the goaltender. Now Scholist down. He has a partial break. Takes a sharp angle shot. It's turned aside by Girocolo. If Scholist could corral that, he would have been able to try for a wraparound. But the puck comes loose back to the Voodoos. Thompson. Now out of his zone as the game has opened up considerably here since the penalty. Leaves it for Smith. Smith with the shot off the end wall. And back to Rotundo. Back for Beattie. Out front was looking for Thompson. Thompson couldn't get a shot away. As now Scholist looking on another partial break. Rotundo comes in. Good stick work there by the young defender. Kept the shot from making it towards the net, but then he couldn't find the puck. And now going the other way once again is the Voodoos. Beattie flipping it back into Voodoos or Rapids territory. Beattie leaves it for his man. That's Thompson. Out front looking for Smith as the puck rolled over his stick, but Beattie gets back to it. Another shot tipped wide into the near side. Smith back in for Thompson. Thompson from behind his net looks out front, was looking for Ricci. Puck knocked away from him. Back over for Beatty. Beatty chasing after it behind the net. Gets to it. Along with Ilke. And the Rapids just content to flip it down the ice. Case in his own zone. Battling for possession. Does find it. As he looks up ice. He finds what he was looking for with Beatty. Beatty chips it in and goes off for a change. Snyder takes the hit from Case. Now McGill up the ice quickly. Looking for his man. And the Rapids do get to it. But Shields picks it up. Less than 4 minutes here left in the second period. 4-4 tie between these two teams, the Voodoos and the Rapids. Puck given away. Lefebvre walking in, takes a shot, turned aside by DeRoccolo. Another chance. And the Voodoos tie up the Rapids from getting another chance on net. Lemke had the puck bounce off his stick to Snyder. Lefebvre flips it right back in. Shields gets to it. Once again for Smetham. Smetham loses it. Christopoulos now walking in. Christopoulos with a chance. And that one's blocked aside by DeRoccolo. Delayed penalty here coming again to the Voodoos. With 3:14 left in the second period, the Voodoos, after this game had really opened up, will now have to defend against the penalty.
Both teams going at it with speed. Quite a few opportunities off of just bounces going either way. And this one bounces off the net, gets a shot on, but a block by a Voodoos player or a dump into the French River zone where the Voodoos get a really good chance on net. And once again, the Voodoos will be back on the penalty kill, not going in their favor the past few times. Hopefully a change of pace in the dying minutes of the second period here.
Puck on the near side. Clayton with it. Back to Carr. Carr. Far side to his man, Schulist. Schulist with a shot. That one's turned aside. And comes out to Clayton. Clayton, his pass back to Carr. Flipped through the air and out of the zone. Now it's to Turner. Turner flips it down the ice. Case had lost his stick in the neutral zone. Had to pick that one back up. Snyder gets to it. Patrick chasing after it in the Rapid zone with 1:20 left on the man advantage. 2:34 left in this second period. Patrick tried to level a hit. Clayton got around him. Clayton just narrowly missing that hit from Patrick. Sets up shop in the Voodoo zone. Looking for options. Goes back to Carr. Carr takes the shot, and why not? He has 2 straight goals for the Rapids. Ricci now is a puck battle along the boards on the near side corner. It does come loose. Case has to chase after it as the Rapids try to get possession. Case gets to it, flips it out, and then he takes a big hit. Now for Clayton. 35 seconds left on the man advantage. Less than 2 minutes left in the second period. Clayton through the neutral zone. Walks in, stops up, gives it back to Schulist, back to Clayton. Clayton in his skates to Schulist. Schulist. Clayton takes a shot. DeRoccolo with the save. 15 seconds left on the man advantage. Clayton walking uncontested behind the net. Gets it back to Zemaitis. Near side now, another shot attempt. Turned aside by a Voodoos defender. And the puck comes down to the neutral zone as we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Smith, like a bat out of hell off the bench, nearly picked off that one. Lefebvre walking in. Gets around to Clayton. Final minute now upon us here in the second period as the puck is down the ice and a foot race for Smith along with his man. And it comes away for the Rapids to Zemaitis. Zemaitis lost it. Now Little gets to it. Little out front looking for Case. His shot turned aside as he didn't get all of that one. Now Schulist down the ice against Rotundo. Took the shot. It hit the defender and went into the corner. Going cross ice. Case with it once again. Flipping it down the ice for Smetham. Smetham. That's going to go offside according to the linesman there. So we'll get another stoppage here with 18.9 seconds left in the second period. And once again, all knotted up at 4 to this point.
Fast and furious in this one. 18.9 1.9 seconds remaining. Both teams having a lot of good rushes, and both teams having equally good back checks, getting in the way, making sure that the chances that each other team is getting are not of the goal-scoring variety.
Mason flips it in on Duroclo, blocks it down. One last chance here, maybe for the Voodoos, or rather not, as the puck was just flipped up and into the netting. So we'll get another stoppage here before the end of this second period with 10.4 seconds left. Dyer out to pick up the puck and slid down as well in his own zone.
10 seconds remaining, hoping for a quick, little shot off the draw, but with this much time left in the period, not a whole lot to get done.
Mason with possession off the draw. Flipping it in for Grushachev. Now back to the point, and that'll do it here for the second period. We're all knotted up at 4 apiece. Shots on goal. The Voodoos are doubling up the Rapids 22-11. And after 40 minutes of play, Harrison, how are we feeling before we go to break?
Sort of how I felt after the first period. Not all too worried, not all too excited. A lot going on, a lot of fast breaks and plays, but the Voodoos rallying back, which is something we hadn't seen them do a lot of in the previous few games, taking that pressure, rising to the challenge, keeping this a close game. So 4-4, lots of hockey left to be played, and either way, I think we have a thriller of a third period coming up here, Courtney.
Well, we'll have to see about that, of course, after we get through our second intermission. But for now, as I completely botched the pronunciation of the word intermission, but for now, we appreciate if you take a moment to listen to our wonderful sponsors who make this broadcast happen here at the Frontline, and we'll be back on the other side of this intermission.
Meals are a special time for families to gather, share their day, and spend quality time together. Those dinners are made extra special when you add tropical produce found in the markets and grocery stores that carry La Huerta imports. La Huerta knows the importance of family, so they know which quality products make the best quality meals for your customers, whether it be Mexican Hass avocados, Brazilian figs, Ecuadorian red dragon fruit, or something just as exotic and special. To get your supply of the best tropical produce at competitive prices with brands buyers trust, contact La Huerta Imports at 705-752-1478.
Barry!
Huh?
I told you not to be scaring the customers.
Hey, Barry, come on in for a bite. And bring Brianna with you.
For only 2 minutes up the hill, where you're only a stranger once.
Ready to embark on an electrifying adventure? Look no further than the Mitsubishi Outlander, available in gas or PHEV, the SUV that redefines excellence. Recently awarded the best midsize utility vehicle in Canada for 2023 by AJAC. This bold and sophisticated SUV delivers advanced performance, safety, and tech, plus peace of mind with its standard super all-wheel control and the best warranty in the business. With red-hot deals and plenty in stock, your award-winning drive starts with the Mitsubishi Outlander.
Meals are a special time for families to gather, share their day, and spend quality time together. Those dinners are made extra special when you add tropical produce found in the markets and grocery stores that carry La Huerta imports. La Huerta knows the importance of family, so they know which quality products make the best quality meals for your customers, whether it be Mexican Hass avocados, Brazilian figs, Ecuadorian red dragon fruit, or something just as exotic and special. To get your supply of the best tropical produce at competitive prices with brands buyers trust, contact La Huerta Imports at 705-752-1478.
Barry!
Huh?
I told you not to be scaring the customers.
Hey, Barry, come on in for a bite. And bring Brianna with you.
For only 2 minutes up the hill, where you're only a stranger once.
Ready to embark on an electrifying adventure? Look no further than the Mitsubishi Outlander, available in gas or PHEV, the SUV that redefines excellence. Recently awarded the best midsize utility vehicle in Canada for 2023 by AJAC. This bold and sophisticated SUV delivers advanced performance, safety, and tech, plus peace of mind with its standard super all-wheel control and the best warranty in the business. With red-hot deals and plenty in stock, your award-winning drive starts with the Mitsubishi Outlander.
And we welcome you back inside the Powassan Sportsplex for period number 3 of this Powassan Voodoos versus the French River Rapids game. And if you are just joining us, well, you've missed a doozy so far through 40 minutes as the Rapids and Voodoos are tied at 4 apiece. Looking around the league real quick, if we may. After 40 minutes of play, Elliott Lake and Iroquois Falls are tied at 1. Hearst leads Timmins 2-1 at the start of the third. And midway through the second, the Sioux Eagles are leading the Sioux Thunderbirds 3-2 in the battle of cross-border, cross-river rivals between the two Sioux teams. As we're back underway here, I'm Courtney Kenny, he's Harrison Clement, and the Voodoos have first possession here. In this period, the Rapids are going left to right in their white jerseys, and the Voodoos in their greens are going right to left as a quick shot tipped off the net by Turner, and hey, it's down in that corner where we said that nobody could get a puck before, and they got the puck. Or, wait, where's the evidence? Where's the evidence? Ah, there he goes, he's got it.
2 for 2.
Yeah.
That's what we're all here to see.
Yeah, not a hockey game. We just want to see people get the puck out of the corner. As we're back underway now, another backhand chance there by Patrick. Is turned aside by Dyer, who, well, allowing 4 goals on 23 shots to this point, you know, has looked really good for the French River Rapids.
He's been staying on top of things. Lots of weird bounces in this game, and so far he's been able to track quite effectively, especially with the amount of shots he's faced.
And now the puck once again in Rapids territory as Rotundo and his man mix it up. That's Snyder. Clayton coming into Voodoos territory, throws the puck on net, misses wide. And now Turner with possession once again. Turner flipping it off the wall, picks it up, gets it up for McCarthy. McCarthy with the puck, tripped up by an errant Rapids stick, but the puck stays in somehow. Turner, as now we will get a call here. As 2 Rapid players are down on the ice, they look to have been injured, as I believe they collided with one another.
A little mix-up at the blue line there, but a nice rush so far for the Voodoos there. Both French River Rapid players.
You're trying to skip a word there.
Doing things quickly, but they will make their way to the bench, not down for too long, so that's good to see them both skate away. Just want to make note of that little breakout there. Nice move by Turner, making moves around French River Rapids players at the blue line. Nice little spin move, then a bounce off the boards and starts the rush. You want to see that sort of play from him. Start the breakout quickly, start the rush, and start the scoring opportunities early here for the Voodoos, as they will get the offensive zone draw off of that little incident there.
Offensive zone draw coming on the right side in Rapids territory, on the far side of the broadcast, and we'll get a redo here as the Rapids didn't have the right amount of players out there once again.
So wonder too many men hasn't been called.
No, it's too little.
Too little men.
I think there's a show called that, 2.5 Men. Oh, Charlie Sheen. What a different world we live in. Puck still in Rapids territory. The things we talk about on this broadcast sometimes are just so weird.
This is a hockey broadcast.
Yes.
Sometimes.
Brought to you by the Hollywood Reporter. Puck on the near side. Parker McClellan gets the puck on net. It's bouncing in front of Dyer. What a save there. Shields tried falling to the ice to tap it in the net. As the Voodoos making something from nothing. Battling at the blue line. Mason. And now the Rapids get another shot. And it's off and it almost bounced in as it hit the back of Dracula as it came off the glass. But it bounced back on top of the net and out. Now we have a delayed penalty coming up against the Rapids. As this Case off the ice for Thompson. Thompson splitting the D. Walking in, takes the shot. Dyer with the save. And we'll get a stoppage here as some more rough stuff continues this period. As it looks like we got a spearing call on the ice here to Mason.
Not a call you see too often.
4 minutes, double minor.
It's even rare that you see a double minor in this league. It's not often that
Well,
you
yeah,
see that.
they wear the visors, right, or the cages, so you don't see like high sticking or turn into double minors very often. But I mean, when it's something dangerous like spearing, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and the Voodoos with a golden opportunity early here in the third to get something going.
Patrick back to the point for Case. Case with the shot. That one's just tipped wide of the net. And French River tries to clear, but it's kept in by Case. Case. Cross ice for Dawson. Dawson back to Case. Case walking the line, takes the shot. That one missed wide. And now trying to keep it in, but it does come out. Case back into his own zone. Up the ice now for Dawson. Dawson flipping it right back in to Voodoo or Rapids territory. Ricci with it. Back to the point for Case. Case to Dawson. Dawson with the shot, just missing wide on that one to Ricci. Back for Case. Case to Ricci. Ricci with the shot. Good block there by the Rapids. And the puck is batted down the ice. Case picks it up. Over 3 minutes left on the double minor. Case behind his own net, leaves it up for his man. That's Smith. Smith walking through all the Rapids players, leaving it up for Turner. Turner going cross ice, hit off a stick of a Rapids player, and into the glove of Dyer. And now we have bodies on the ice after the whistle. Smith skating away, letting calmer heads prevail.
Voodoos with a couple of good chances there, playing the cycle pretty well, managing to get the puck up to the point, shots on net, but the French River Rapids have had a pretty good chance. They've been clearing quite well.
Lemke kept that one in, took another shot. Dyer with the save on that. Another chance in as the goaltender is down on the ice. The puck did come loose, but it was shoved right in between the legs of Dyer, and he just went right down on the ice and tried to close up as best as he could. As we're over a minute gone on the double minor already.
And once again, Dyer just keeping his team in this. He's been so quick to react. He's been stopping all sorts of oddities that have been coming towards the net. And without his play, I think this game would be much different, especially with shots at 27 for the Voodoos and somehow 11 for the French River Rapids.
Puck coming to the far side in Rapids territory, the glove hand side of Dyer or the right side of the ice. You take your pick at home. And it's back to the point. Lemke with it. Goes cross ice for Smith. Smith with the shot. Dyer with the save. Was able to see that one. And the goaltender with another big save here for French River as we remain tied at 4 apiece.
He's been tracking through the crowd really effectively. He's been getting over most times. There's very few opportunities that the Voodoos have had where they're looking at nothing but net. He's been getting over. His lateral movement has been very, very good in this one.
Shields in for the draw. The Voodoos win it down to the end wall, but it's back to Smith at the point. Smith Goes cross ice for Lemke. Lemke back to Shields. Shields with a shot. That one's blocked in traffic. Back to the point. Lemke keeps it in. As now Turner with a shot. That one's turned aside. Back to Shields. Shields. Cross ice to Lemke. Lemke with another shot. He scores! Get the hats out here in Powassan as Cameron Lemke with the hat trick puts the Voodoos on top, 5-4.
And an unexpected goal, another one of those weird ones where the puck gets sent along the net, gets no height at all, and slides 5 holes to put the Voodoos up 5-4. That was another unexpected goal here, but a 5-4 game nonetheless, and the Voodoos take the lead with 16-14 remaining.
And because they scored before the end of the first penalty, they remain on the power play.
Huge opportunity here for the Voodoos to extend this lead, give themselves a bit of a buffer, keep the momentum rolling, and get the game back in their favor.
Back in action now. Smith skates his way through a few Rapids. Now in alone. No, but the puck rolled off his stick. Great Smith. Back to the point for Lemke. Lemke with another shot. That one's turned aside by Dyer. Another chance now as bodies are flying everywhere. Shields stops up, takes a shot. Another chance from a sharp angle by Thompson. Turned aside by the goaltender and the puck down the ice. DeRoccolo out to play it behind his net. Plays it up to Shields on the near side. 4.5 minutes gone here in this third period. The Voodoos up 5-4. Shields in his own zone. Lemke down into Rapids territory. Looked for behind the back pass. And it went to nobody. As now Clayton gets it into Voodoos territory with over a minute. Now just under a minute on the man advantage for Spearing. It was a double minor. The Voodoos scored on the first penalty. Behind the net, Case. Up for Ricci. Ricci looking for his man in transition, but it hit a body and went far into the Rapids territory. Now Ricci can't keep the puck in. Case. Up for Smetham. Smetham tried to get around his man. The puck off his stick when rolling into Dyer's net. And I have not seen Alex Little out on the ice. I believe that's him over there. It looks like an ice pack on his arm. So just trying to get confirmation what's going on with Alex Little here.
Hopefully everything's all right. We've already had one, I won't call it a scare, but some thoughts earlier on as he went off the ice. And 5-4, drawing the zone here. And the Rapids have been doing a good job at killing off the second half of this Voodoos power play.
Ricci to Case. Case with the shot. That one's off a body and over the net. Dawson battling on the far side. And the puck comes out. The Rapids flip it down the ice. Took a weird bounce off the ice and just stopped all forward momentum. So Ricci was able to catch up to it a lot sooner than expected. Ricci to Case. As we're going to get back to 5-on-5 hockey here. As out of the box, the Rapids are back to full strength. McGill down the ice. That'll go for icing though. As Rotundo's back to that. No, they say no icing. DeRoccolo pleading with his arm up. Wondering what happened there. Puck back into Voodoos territory. DeRoccolo with the pass to McClellan. McClellan up for his defense partner Rotundo. Now cross ice for Smith. Can't hold on to that. Now Smetham with it. Smetham almost carried the puck offside. Quickly turned back. Rapids with possession. Looking for options up ice, but had his pocket picked now by Smith. Smith walking in, takes the shot. Big save there by Dyer. Another chance off the side of the net. And now the Rapids with possession once again. As that's Ilke getting the puck down the ice. Case up to Smith. Smith flipping it in. Goes around the end wall with it. As the Rapids try to flip it out, but the puck was off Beatty and he whacked it on net just high. Another chance by Smith. Rebound comes out for Thompson. He has to chase after it. Thompson in a battle. Loses it to the Rapids. Smith in the neutral zone. Comes down. Tries to flip it back in, but now it's to Clayton. Clayton walking in, good stick there and skate by Ricci, negates that chance. And now the puck to the far side for Schulist. Case battling for it. Lefebvre also in there as the two teams battle for possession along the far side wall. Time ticking away. 12:25 left in this third period. Voodoos up 5-4. And after some goal-scoring onslaught in that second period. Case with the puck behind his own net, gets it up to Owen Smetham. Walking in. Looks for DeBroy. It went past him and Dawson. Flipped back in by the Voodoos. But now the Rapids come away with it. The Voodoos are already playing down a D-man. As Schultz takes a shot, he scores! That's his 12th of the season, tying it back up 5-5.
Another quick zone entry for the French River Rapids from distance. Fires a high glove side, and just like that, the lead that the Voodoos have is erased, and we are back at square goals, 5-5, 11:54 remaining, and the pressure keeps on pouring on in this one. What an absolute rocket of a shot. We've seen two of those from Carr, and one from Schultz there from distance, and these guys' releases are so quick, and it is now a tie game.
Back underway here. Voodoos win the face-off down the ice. McCarthy makes the stop on the far side to Turner. Flip back in by Case. Patrick chasing after it. Patrick flips it back in, was looking for McClellan, but it missed him, and now McGill on the far side wall. Back over, Turner with the shot. Turned aside by Dyer, and now some rough stuff after the whistle as McGill and a Voodoos player are going at it. That looks like McCarthy over there with McGill, as it was a wrestling match to the ice. There's not supposed to be fighting in this league, remember. If there is, you're ejected from the game immediately. So McCarthy going into the box. McGill going at another Voodoo player, that's Turner. As the referees and linesmen try to corral him to the penalty box.
Oh, it looks like he's heading out.
Yeah, McGill's just being shown the door. We'll have to see how they sort this one out. I have to tell you, on my days doing public address here, I do not miss trying to sort out all the penalties so you can announce them. I do not miss that part of the job.
Yeah, it is. It's hard enough to keep track of when you're down there. Up here, it's just as hard. It looks like we're going to have 4-on-4 here, though, at 11:30 here. I imagine we'll see a couple of roughing penalties. And it looks like
Parker's going in to serve it for the Rapids.
Yep.
You'll have to keep your ears open for us, Harrison, on the announcement while the play's going on, as it is 4-on-4 here for the next 2 minutes. Shields, sharp angle with another shot on Dyer, another chance, shoveled out front. Lemke comes away with it. Lemke with the hat trick in this game. Shields coming away with it for Lemke. Lemke tried to shovel it in the net. Dyer stopping that one. Shields with another chance. Tried to flip it out front. Puck comes away. And now Clayton going the other way. Clayton stopping up. Flips the puck in around behind the net. Ricci stops that one up. Shields with possession. Going cross ice looking for his man. That's Rotundo. As they go for a change, Harrison, what's the verdict?
roughing on both sides.
And a game misconduct, I assume, for
yes.
McGill? All right, you heard it. Clayton in tight. Shot on Duracolo. It slides in the net. It's a 6-5 game for the Rapids. As the puck was in Duracolo's equipment and slid out into the net.
And we've seen a couple of times that happen where it gets caught up in the pads and what looks like a non-threatening scoring chance ends up being a goal, and it is now 6-5 on the 4-on-4. And French River takes back the lead once again.
That's Gavin Haslam, his second of the season. The amount of these games recently for the Voodoos too where guys who only have a goal or two are getting, their second and third goal of the season is absolutely mind-boggling. Puck down the ice and on Rocklow. And with a minute left, he stops that one. And with 10:30 left in this third period, I should say a minute left in the 4-on-4, 10:30 left in the third period is what I was trying to say. The Voodoos now find themselves down 6-5. Case with the puck in his own zone. Gets it back over for Smetham. These are for McClelland. McClelland down the ice was looking for Case. Now it's to Smetham. Smetham with the shot. Turned aside by the defender of the Rapids. French River. Smetham takes his man down, but now the puck is down the ice. Another chance. Good stop there by McClelland as the puck bounces in on Rocklow. And we'll get our mid-period break here with 9:58 left in this third period. We'll be back on the other side of these messages.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Average Joe's Eatery. Average Joe's, where we want your experience here to be a happy one. 3501 Trout Lake Road.
Tonight's 3 Stars is brought to you by Dave's Automotive Services, 411 Airport Road in North Bay. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect from Dave's.
And welcome back inside the Powassan Sportsplex here for the last half of this third period. The Voodoos trail 6-5 to the Rapids. And like I said earlier, Harrison, my big math brain, we were on pace for more goals.
Exactly. You were right on the money, Courtney. And so far the game is 6-5, as you said. But this has been a game of momentum swings. We've seen the Voodoos come back from being down a goal multiple times in this one. Do they have it left in the tank, or is French River just going to run away with this one? Either way, time is running out to make a move. It's now or never.
We'll have to see, like you said, do they have it in them to come back from another one? And also, for my math teachers that said I should never touch numbers ever again, haha, I got you on this one.
I have a GED and you don't. Wait, no, well, you probably do if you were teaching, but...
Yeah, no, they never actually said that to me. It was just insinuated. I also had an English teacher that told me never to do anything with English, too. And now I write articles, so...
And speak it.
That too. Lemke has a slow developing 2-on-1. The pass just out of the reach of Shields. In tight for Lemke. I don't harbor any resentment over that English comment at all.
I can tell.
Rushishev walking in. He splits the defense, gets it on Rocklow, and got the shot away. Rocklow with the big stop there. Now we're back to 5-on-5. As that's Zamaidis with it. Lemke behind his own net. 9:20 left in this third period. Clock could become an enemy at some point for Powassan if they don't get one back soon. Mason in the neutral zone, flips it in. Hits the end of the wall, and some Voodoos players just skated away from the puck. Maybe thinking that the puck was coming out to a defender, but it didn't. Now McCarthy twisting and turning in his own zone. A little spin move. However, it got into the skates, but now Patrick comes away with it. Patrick gets it over for Turner. Turner sends it cross ice. Nobody there. Rushishev sends it down the ice. Case gets to it. And now Turner battling for possession once again. It comes to McClelland. McClelland takes the shot well wide of the net. Now another chance. Beatty just shovels it on net. And it's gloved down by Dyer with 8:28 left in the third period.
35-16 are the shots.
Yep.
In favor of the Voodoos. For those of you keeping track at home, 6-5 is the score though, and you know, it's one of those stats that if you're a French River Rapids fan, you gotta be like, hey, our guys can shoot the puck and just find the back of the net a lot of the time.
McClelland to Beatty. Near side, Thompson was looking up front to Smith. And now Lefebvre going the other way. Lefebvre shovels it in onto Rocklow. Lefebvre picks it up on the near side. The Carr throws it in over the net. And that one bounces out of play. And a souvenir for some fans down there.
And the Voodoos unable to get anything really going. They had a little rush there with Lemke in a brief 2-on-1 missed pass, and they can't get anything going there, and the French River Rapids are just clearing the zone so quickly and maintaining this offensive pressure.
Out for the draw, Shields wins it back. Rotundo flips it around the perimeter, and now it's down in Rapids territory for Carr. Carr, who's got 2 goals in this one. Puck flipped in. Ricci gets to it behind his own net. Flips it out of the zone, gets around his man. Now Ricci with speed. Looks out front for Shields with the shot. And how many shots has Shields missed the net tonight? Again, the usual sniper looking a little snake bitten in this one. Lefebvre battling with Rotundo now. As now puck in the near side corner. Lemke battling for it. It does get back out to the point, and Rotundo keeps it in. Smetham, sharp angled, hits the side of the net. Getting iron on that one. Now Case to Smetham. Smetham twisting and turning, battling in the far side corner. Trying to come away with the puck. Reese Smetham does come away, has some space, takes a shot, hits the side of the net. Saw the netting move, but it was from the puck hitting the side of the net. Giving us a little bit of a, oh, hey, there, that might be a goal, but nope. Play continues on. 6-5 French River leads with less than 7 minutes left. Smith looking for McClellan. Great pressure by the Voodoos here, but the Rapids will finally clear it down the ice. Thompson picks it up in the neutral zone, sends it down for Smith. Smith, just out of his reach, he does come away with it. Out front looking for him. Pat DeBroy on the doorstep. The Voodoos tie it. Chase Thompson, the hometown hero.
And it looked like Dyer thought he got on top of that. He had a great little stretch across, made the initial save, but comes across, and this is once again a tie game. 6:33 remaining in this one, and what a nail-biter we have going here. The rush being very effective for both teams. The Voodoos taking full advantage of it. They had a couple of good opportunities earlier in the period, and they now tie this game up once again on the 38th shot of the game.
Chase Thompson, the hometown hero, that's his 9th of the season. And the puck sent down for Dyer, who has a piece of his glove stuck off. Looks like he needs some maintenance.
Caught a fastball too hot.
No, he's going to keep going. And it looked like there was a piece, maybe it was just a Velcro strap or something. It looked like a piece of the glove was just flopping there. But hey, if he's comfortable with it, play on. 6-6 hockey game again. I said it before. How many people had 12 goals on their bingo card coming to the Powassan Sportsplex on a Friday night between the Voodoos and Rapids? Puck back to Haslam. Haslam can't keep it in as the puck is back out to Rapids territory. Turner staying on. As now the puck, as he had his stick broken, Voodoos players were sending him the stick. He was trying to get off, but instead now he's playing with one of his teammates' sticks. McCarthy with the puck, gains the blue line but loses possession. Now Rotundo flips it right back in. Right down the ice. Parker had a piece of it. Now Ricci gets to it. Ricci going for a skate behind his own zone. Gets around his man. Trying to will himself into the blue line. Shields with another chance. Hits the stick blade. And it goes wide. Rotundo flipping it right back in. And Dyer stops the puck up to play it. 5:15 left in this third period. We're all knotted up at 6. The next goal, with every passing second, becomes a bigger and bigger goal here late in this one. Snyder with the puck, gains the red line, flips it into Voodoos territory. Shields with it behind his own net. Shields looking down the ice, finds Lemke. Lemke takes the shot, chance there off the kick saved by Dyer, but the puck comes back out to the neutral zone. Smith going cross ice, finds McClellan. McClellan quickly down the ice for Smith. Smith for Lemke. Lemke looking for Smith on a give and go, but the puck hit a stick and went high onto the glass. Smith now out front. Nobody was there, but Lefebvre picks it up for the Rapids. Lefebvre walking in, takes a shot off a body, and it goes wide. Rotundo trying to get the puck back out. Now Ricci behind his net. Ricci to Smith. Leaves it for Thompson. Thompson, the most recent goal scorer here, tying the game at 6 for Powassan. Shot comes in from Smith, hits a body and goes wide. Now going the other way is French River coming in. Good chance here, stopped by DeRoccolo as the puck is off the glass. Carr with another chance. Kicked away by Thompson and now behind the net. Thompson has it, looking for his options. Decides to flip it down the ice. He tried to find Smith, and now that's going to go for icing, even though Dubroy had the inside track and is pleading with the linesman, but the linesman called icing.
3:36, and every advantage you have in this close of a game, it goes, a long way, and the French River Rapids getting the offensive zone draw here puts them in a good position to set up, keep the sustained pressure that they have been, and maybe take this lead back. Once again, the Voodoos need to stay calm, work on the rush that they've been so effective at, especially here in the third period, and get something rolling, or else we might have a repeat of last game in overtime.
Zematis with the puck at the red line. Tried to will it forward. Now it's out to Turner. Turner overskated that one, and Christopoulos picks it up. Christopoulos flipping it in. Case got to it. Now it's to Patrick. Patrick out from McCarthy to Turner. And Turner once again overskating it as he tried to flip the puck back the other way. Right back down the ice to Case. Case as it hits a stick and flips into Rapids territory. And Snyder gets to it. A good little attempt there by the Voodoos to keep it in, and they do. As now Lemke with it, or rather Patrick, gets it back to the point for Ricci. Ricci looks cross ice, finds his man, shot off the side of the net, and Snyder gets to it, or rather Haslam, and Patrick just sends it right back behind him. However, no Voodoo player there. With 2:30 left in this third period, a fanned pass attempt nearly picked off by Smetham, but the Rapids pick it back up. Stringer twisting and turning once again. Haslam over to Snyder, back to Stringer. Puck just sitting there. Lemke turned around and saw it, but was too far away. Now Shields with speed down through the neutral zone. Shields behind the net, carries the puck, goes around the perimeter. Back to the point for Reese Smetham now. Battling behind the end wall. Back for Ricci. Ricci walks in, takes a shot. It bounces off Shields, and it's in the back of the net. The Voodoos take a 7-6 lead here with 1:50 left in the third period. My goodness.
And what a heads-up play. He sees the puck get to Ricci, cuts into the slot up close, just gets the stick for a little bit of the redirection just past the pad of Dyer. 1:50 remaining. What a huge goal from Tucker Shields.
Tucker Shields, 8th of the season, and I said it all game long, he looks snake-bitten. And sometimes it just needs to take a funny bounce, and you're back off to the races for number 11. As usual, as we'll say, eat your heart out, Ben Sargent. As the puck comes down the ice, and Tucker Shields so far with the icebreaker here. With 1:32 left in this third period, 7-6.
You cannot ask for better timing on a goal like that. They get into the zone, they keep sustained pressure. French River tries multiple times to get out, and they do, but the Voodoos do a really good job of holding them at neutral ice, getting the puck in, getting things moving, and get a good shot on net, and Shields has manages to tip that one in. A really nice sequence of offensive prowess from the Powassan Voodoos.
Puck down in on DeRoccolo. He covers it up. 7-6, Voodoos lead, 40-16. The shots on goal. Looks like a timeout coming for the Rapids here. As we'll likely see Dyer pulled from his net either now or soon, I would imagine.
I imagine depending on where the face-off is, we'll see him pulled, and it looks like it's going to be in the Voodoos' end, so I wouldn't be surprised if the French River Rapids start off with 6 men on.
You know, we've seen it a couple of times on Dorocolo lately where a weird shot makes its way through for the game winner. If I'm Brady Dyer, man, that's got to feel bad because you've had yourself a heck of a game keeping your team in it all game long. I mean, yeah, you look at the score sheet and say 7 goals against, but he's played a good game. And to have that one be the one that beats him here late, heartbreaking.
He's been a big reason that this game has stayed as close as it has been. He's been getting over quickly. He's made quite a few spectacular saves. Nothing highlight reel, but solid, getting over, and a couple of goals that just not able to control the rebound. And it's 7-6, and it looks like Dyer is sitting to start off the draw here.
So 6-on-5 here for a minute 23, unless the Voodoos are able to net an empty netter. Stringer in for the draw for his guys, Patrick for the Voodoos. And it's won back by the Voodoos to Case. Now to Smetham. Smetham down the ice. Gained the red line but lost possession. Patrick tried to backhand it on net, but is flipped out by the Rapids. Another chance by Smetham. Missed the net, but he had the red line, so no icing. Final minute of play here in this third period as we are underway with a 7-6 lead for the Voodoos. Lemke kept it out. Case chipped it right back down the ice, but now it's quickly up for Clayton. Clayton deemed offside. 50.4 seconds left in the third as Clayton just got his engine running a little bit too early.
50.4 seconds, as you said, Courtney, and a really big draw here. It looks like, where is the draw going to happen?
It's going to come all the way back down to Rapids territory. And it looks like they're going to put Dyer back in net, so a Rapid player will have to get off the ice. Hold up, guys. There's... There we go. Now we're back to 5-on-5. You'll have to see Dyer leave as soon as the Rapids get possession. And there he goes. No, not yet. As the Voodoos try to send it right back down the ice. 40 seconds left. As now the Rapids flip it into Voodoos territory. Shields is going to get to it. He's looking for maybe the icing, but Ricci gets to it instead. Now Lemke. Lemke looking for 4. Lemke gets 4! Cameron Lemke, his 9th of the season, his 4th of the game. It's 8-6 for the Voodoos.
And that's the dagger that you needed. The Voodoos coming back time and time again in this one. A huge goal for Lemke. 4th goal in this one. 8-6 game. If you told me once again, Courtney, on my bingo card, I certainly didn't even have this as an option.
Cameron Lemke has scored 4 goals. French River has scored 6.
And 41 shots.
Wild.
Scored by number 20, Cameron Lemke.
Less than 20 seconds remain here in this one. As now McClelland battling for possession. Flips around. Zemaitis comes away with it. Zemaitis throws the puck out front. And now Thompson with a give and go with McClelland. McClelland takes the shot. He scores! Doing to the Rapids what the Cubs did to the Voodoos here after an empty net goal. Getting the puck in the back of the net is Parker McClelland on an absolute laser beam. His 3rd of the season. It's now 9-6 for the Voodoos.
It appeared that there was roughly 1.5, 2 seconds left on the clock. So they're just going to call this one. They're just going to say that the time ran out at the very end of this one. And that will be your final score. 9-6 for the Powassan Voodoos as they are back in the win column.
Back in the win column for sure. This has all started with a loss to the Rapids too, ironically. So now it ends with a win against the Rapids. And now we'll have to see who makes up our 3 stars of the game. Something tells me number 20 in green will be one of them.
Funny feeling.
Tonight's 3 Stars is brought to you by Dave's Automotive Services, 411 Airport Road in North Bay. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect from Dave's.
Your final here from Powassan, 9-6 as the Voodoos score a
Final score of tonight's game.
field goal to win it. As now we'll have to see who are our 3 stars. There's 2 guys in green over there. And Tucker Shields picking up the 3rd star of the game. What a game-winning goal he had after looking snake-bitten.
Number 13, Tyson Carr.
Tyson Carr getting the 2nd star for the Rapids. And the 1st star, come on, Cameron Lemke, right? Absolutely. 4 goals in the game. Hard to argue with that. What a performance by Lemke here. He hadn't scored in a few games. He got the monkey off his back in style with 4 goals here, Harrison.
Cameron Lemke, just an absolute force to be reckoned with. Part of so many plays here. And of course, getting, well, up until the last 2 seconds, half of the Voodoos' goals. And a 9-6 game at the end of this one. Lemke looked incredible. It's good to see Carr get the nod on the French River side. He had 2 huge goals, keeping the Rapids in this, and just absolute laser beams from him. But those 3 stars, I couldn't agree more with, and hats off, quite literally, to Cameron Lemke.
Yeah, if he can get going, the Voodoos become that much more dangerous. If he keeps it rolling.
Oh, please.
Well, big win here. Good to see the Voodoos rebounding kind and start off the weekend in style here for us, who, maybe we're kind of stretching it through the week a little bit just as a grind. Well, it's a good way to start the weekend with a big Powassan Voodoos. 2 points, big victory over the French River Rapids, over a team coming in feeling pretty good about themselves after downing the Timmins Rock last night, 2-1 in front of the hometown faithful. But the Voodoos, once again, finding their way back in the win column. 42-16 shots in favor of the Voodoos. Your parting thoughts here, Harrison?
It feels a little bit like a writing of the proverbial scales. Getting back in the win column against the team that started this off, as you said, Courtney. Just an absolute monster performance from Lemke. And I believe it was Little who looked quite good in this one. And 42 shots. You don't see that too often. And it was just an all-around nail-biter of a game. Good to see the Voodoos continually come back and fight for this one. Is something we saw lacking in the previous few games, and keeping that mentality, keeping that fight going, coming back time and time again until you bury the hatchet. That's exactly what you want to see when you're a team grinding it out, and a huge win for the Voodoos to get back here.
Absolutely. Well, if you're looking for more Frontline content, we'll have another podcast for you next week. I can give you a bit of a spoiler. It's number 5 in Battalion Green coming on the show this week. That's all I'll tell you. I won't tell you the name. If you can't figure it out from that one, I don't know what to tell you. But last week we had Ryan Patrick and Alex Case on the show. This week we'll get back to our Battalion roots with number 5 in Green, like I mentioned. Again, the Voodoos with a big 9-6 victory here at the Powassan Sportsplex. Want to thank Brad Brooks for doing all of our socials this evening. So if you've been following along, he's been having some great stuff on the stories on Instagram. Mike Brown, our camera operator, as always, if you're watching on Flow Hockey. Harrison Clements, our color commentator. And Cassie Milner, wonderful co-op student, hanging out with us here in Powassan in a very cold Powassan Sportsplex. But that's besides the point. Anyways, that'll do it here for us for another game of Powassan Voodoos hockey. I'm Courtney Kenny. As always, keep your eye on the front line.
Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of beautiful Trout Lake, we have been serving delicious food and stunning views since 1999. Indulge in one of our delicious menu items, or simply sit with a cocktail in hand and watch the beauty of Trout Lake before your eyes. Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
Hey there, I'm Mike the Financial Advisor. When you strip it down to its core and you take away all the industry jargon, I help people solve financial concerns. So if you're concerned that you'll never save enough to retire comfortably, or that your kid is going to graduate post-secondary $40,000 in debt, or maybe even that life is going to take a really unfortunate sideways turn and somebody is going to have to open a GoFundMe page for you and your family, I can help you prevent all of those things from happening. If you want to see how, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just do a search for Mike the Financial Advisor. You should find me.
You rely on your vehicle to take you to the places that matter most to you. So bring your vehicle to the team you can rely on to keep it running at its best. Dave's Automotive Services. Whether you're getting your car or truck ready for the season with a tire change, making sure you're safe on the road with an inspection and certification, or doing your due diligence to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape with regular maintenance, Dave's Automotive Services has you covered. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect when you bring your car or truck to Dave's Automotive Services at 411 Airport Road. Call 705-478-5544 and book your appointment today.